So Chucky Season 2, Episode 6, He Is Risen Indeed, trailer and clips, let's talk about it. Now the trailer opens with a clip of Incarnate Lord during the night until Jake is seen walking quietly or quiet down a hallway, sad, scared, angry, or annoyed, or all, although we do see a girl approaching Jake behind him or from behind who does say something to him. Keep her in mind, she'll come back later. Father Bryce is seen talking to all the students, kids, or inmates of Incarnate Lord, saying that he has no choice but to put the boarding school or Catholic boarding school or Incarnate Lord on lockdown. Chucky flips someone off as a fuck you, and this is clearly to someone outside, which with the school on lockdown, I wonder who then, or to who then he'll be flipping off or saying fuck you to. Maybe Lexy or Devon, who are currently outside the school or the Catholic boarding school or Incarnate Lord, someone about to be killed. Also, this is Buff Chucky, who we've seen as partnered up or teamed up with Sister Ruth, who maybe truly doesn't know him, or maybe she's just crazy too. I mean, the fact that she sees, like, you know, Chucky is an incarnation or something of the Lord, or like sees God in him, sees God or the Lord in his eyes, or something with him, is like, you know, she's probably not well and probably maybe crazy. I don't know. Devon and Lexy walking up the stairs of Incarnate Lord as they've seemed to have returned, possibly with the help, in quotes, of Dr. Mixer. Although Dr. Mixer does let them know that Chucky will kill them all, so she is 100% not on our kid's side, and more than likely on Chucky's side, and is crazy gone. Also, I'm sure she'll get them back, to which I'd assume they'll get some consequences, or maybe Mixer will even, like, you know, cover for them and say that she took them out. Who knows? All I know is that she is bad news. Maybe we'll even spend time trying to, like, save/help Andy, since she'll obviously catch Devon and Lexy, since she, like, you know, says this to them. Because why would she say this to them if she, like, you know, she didn't know they were there? And, like, I would love to see them, like, you know, I'd really like to and love to see them try to save Andy and everything. Also, to kind of go off script, there was some photos that were just recently released just as I was starting to record this, of Andy in his, like, full beard and everything, and some, like, you know, pictures, which it looks just really cool and just looks really weird. He looks like Forrest Gump. They'll likely meet Bald Chucky or the Kernal. See Andy, I do strongly question what'll happen to him, since in episode 5 they were like, you know, the Kernal and, like, you know, Dr. Mixer were doing some really freaky and weird shit to him, like tearing out his bones or something. I don't know. Even Chucky having a full ear necklace, like Daryl Dixon from The Walking Dead in Season 2. Also, she has the power to likely make their lives very hard, so all cards should be played safely. Like, she could have the power to send them to juvie. Jake, Devon, and Lexy are seen in fear and, like, you know, in danger, possibly even maybe at the top of the Catholic boarding school or Incarnate Lord. And I again strongly question why they're up there and what is happening that is causing them to be this way, or to be all the way up on top of the church or Incarnate Lord. Maybe chasing Chucky up there, or someone being killed, a death, Chucky forcing them up there. I guess we'll see. Good Chucky, maybe. Who knows? Bald Chucky or Kernal laughing to death, no pun intended, inside Incarnate Lord. Maybe. I can't tell since the background is blurred, but we'll dive deeper into that later. Also, he can be seen with his ear necklace or whatever necklace. I've been thinking about this, like, you know, I've been thinking about what his role could be further into the season as it closes, since it's episode 6, 7, and then 8, and then season 2 is done. And I just can't wait to see how it all plays out and what, like, you know, the ultimate plan is, what Chucky's ultimate plan is, or, like, you know, what it leads into the final episodes, especially the Kernal. Like, man, I cannot wait to see what, like, you know, his whole thing is. Lastly is the USX truck exploding into flames and pieces. And also, this is Andy's, like, you know, Andy's. And maybe we'll see him or more of so. Yes, very likely we will. And maybe we'll get a kind of a recounting of the night he drove, like, you know, the delivery truck off the cliff and what happened after. I'm very interested to see all of that. In the sneak peek, it's pretty much Father Bryce laying down the law. As servants of the Lord, abide the laws of God. As members of societies, abide the law of man. And as members of the school/Incarnate Lord, abide by the rules of Incarnate Lord. And one of the rules is to not leave campus or leave without permission. And obviously that was broken by Lexy and Devon, although Father Bryce does call out several students or troublemakers, which is kind of weird. I mean, the only ones causing trouble are Lexy, Jake, Devon, and Nadine, which is obviously or which is only 4. So who are the other 3? Maybe Trevor, since he's currently missing, obviously dead, but also also in the cabin that Andy was seen in, although they don't know he's dead, so that could be why. Maybe the girl who looks badly at Jake, maybe some of Trevor's friends, who knows. Also, this is the girl who walked at Jake, or walked up behind Jake, or walked behind him and started speaking to him. I'm almost sure she'll be another antagonist to Jake, Devon, Lexy, and Nadine, kind of like Trevor. Maybe she was a friend of Trevor's, or just angry at Jake and the others for causing a lockdown, which is possible. Maybe she's not even a major antagonist or just annoyance. Maybe she's just kind of like a mini person who's just kind of a little mad at Jake, Devon, Lexy, and Nadine for the lockdown. So I guess we'll see. Father Bryce says all of the students are on lockdown and to stay in their rooms, and that's that. Jake walks out with one last look at Bryce, and yeah, I still wonder if Jake and Father Bryce will work together. I mean, we did see them doing some form of exorcism, so I guess I'm sure of it. It would be really cool, or it would be cool. The episode's plot synopsis reads out: Incarnate Lord goes on lockdown with the Chucky dolls inside. Nica moves forward with her plan. The aspect of the lockdown is already known. The dolls being inside Incarnate Lord will obviously lead to some craziness and some cool scenes, which is likely what leads to Jake, Devon, Lexy, and Nadine being at the top of Incarnate Lord or the church, and the Kernal or bald Chucky being inside with a machete with maybe some other Chucky dolls or good guy dolls. Maybe even Father Bryce will find out Chucky is alive, or will finally find out Chucky is alive, or just find out Chucky's alive, likely maybe near the end of the episode, unless they try to perform the exorcism this episode, which would be really cool. Who knows? I don't know. It would be cool. And lastly, it says something about Nica moving forward with her plan, which I don't know what that is. I mean, she's already escaped, but she probably does want to take Tiffany and Chucky down permanently for good. I can't wait to see that, although none of it was shown in the trailer. I also just can't wait to see Kyle, Nica, and Glenda interacting, like, you know, some more. It will just be so entertaining and cool, in my opinion, because, like, it's been, like, literally, like, you know, Child's Play 2, Kyle, Curse of Chucky, you know, Nica, Seed of Chucky, obviously Glen and Glenda. So all 3 of them coming together is really cool, and just it's just cool. So I can't wait to see more of it. So that's all I want to talk about in the video. What are your thoughts? What do you think will happen with Jake, Devon, Lexy, and Nadine during the episode, where Chucky will obviously be on the playing field or in Incarnate Lord? Some shit will likely go down, and it'll be insane, or insanely cool, or insane and cool. What do you think will happen with Andy, Lexy, Devon, Chucky, and Dr. Mixer? Do you think Andy will live? What do you think Nica's plan is that she will move forward on? And what will happen with Nica, Kyle, and Glenda? Will Tiffany find them with Glen, Jennifer Tilly, Glendale, and obviously Glen and all of them? Also, what do you think will go on with Sister Ruth and Buff Chucky? Will he actually keep her around long to help, or just kill her? And do you think Father Bryce will finally find out about Chucky and do the whole exorcism? We all know he'll eventually do it. As per usual, all sources will be linked down below. Thanks for watching. Peace, my amigos, and peace out.